This is not about his personality or his policies. That's for the elections to decide. This is about our honoring our oath of office, about whether he's honoring his oath of office to protect and defend the Constitution. The rule of law is a republic. The rule of one person is a monarchy.
So 20 years ago, she said it would be very damaging to do something like this, and more recently said it should be bipartisan. Of course, it's none of those things. Your take on what the Speaker's done?
The resolution that passed this past week actually ended up being bipartisan. It was a bipartisan vote against her resolution. This isn't about the Speaker honoring her oath. It's not about the Speaker honoring our Constitution. It's about her honoring an enraged activist liberal base that gave her the gavel to make her Speaker. This is about appeasing part of her conference that essentially rolled her into pursuing this impeachment. And the president is right. It has been a deranged approach. The strategy has had us in the bunker of the Capitol basement where everything's been unclassified. Yet what we have been seeing publicly is the media will either report 0% of what actually happened with a deposition with some of their stories. In some cases, it might be 10%, but you need the rest of the story. Adam Schiff's strategy has been to cherry pick leaks. He withholds key facts and he outright lies. And that's why the transcripts need to be released so that we have the full story.
Congressman, I've been watching you and others all week. When you come out of those hearings, the frustration, it's palatable. You can see it. You can feel it. Here we are, part of a rigged process. Now that the Democrats have voted to formalize it, you sent this letter to the Speaker demanding the release of all the transcripts from those secret hearings. What do you think the American people would learn from those?
The Democrats have been leaking out anything that they believe can be spun in their favor. What you'll learn from the transcripts would be the rest of the story, where the media will say that a particular witness was talking about how there was a quid pro quo, and you find out that it was actually a witness saying that he heard from someone else who heard from someone else. And then that person said, in a perfect example, Bill Taylor is actually in his opening testimony, page 12, the only substantive reference to the Bidens. In that case, it's not firsthand information. It's not second. It's not third. He's saying he heard from Tim Morrison, who heard from Sondland, who heard from the president. The president told Zelensky. And that was a fourth-hand story. That's the only substantive reference to the Bidens. So on the substance, I look forward to this debate because whether it's the July 25th call and so much more with this fact pattern, the president didn't do anything wrong. It's United States law to look into corruption in order to provide aid to Ukraine. I mean, that's law going back several years, since before Donald Trump was even a candidate to become president of the United States. But in this case, Ukraine didn't even know that there was a hold on aid until just before it was released. Then the aid got released, and Ukraine didn't have to do anything in order to get it released.